Hello, my name's Paul and I'm one of the teachers at SET English. I'd like to tell you about a problem that we often see. It's last versus the last. Now I'm going to walk you through a few different things to do with tense and then I'll show you how the errors happen and I'll show you how to fix it. Okay, so all verbs need tenses, all of them. And we're going to deal with a variety when we do OET timeline paragraphs. We're definitely going to use past simple and present perfect. Okay, so when it comes to the past simple, we need to be aware of its function. Its function is finished actions at a specific time in the past. Finished actions at a specific time in the past. That's a really important thing to remember. So if we look at this sentence, we've got Mr. Smith was admitted. That's the past simple. The reason we've said was admitted is because of the tense, okay? Then we've got Mrs. Gardner or Ms. Gardner underwent. That's the past simple. But why have I used the past simple here? Well, the reason why is because for both of these phrases we've got on the 6th of June and at the beginning of March. They are specific times in the past. Okay, so here, another example, we see this word last, okay? Mr. Smith had a heart attack. Okay, we've got last year. So last year is the same as on the 4th of June, at the beginning of March. They are specific times in the past. So last year, that means the year that they're finished, that's before this one. We're in 2023 now, so last year was 2022. Okay, so that's last year. Specific time in the past, it's all finished. Okay. Now, the problem is that people use this phrase. This is a common error. In the last year, Mr. Smith had a heart attack. Well, you really shouldn't use the past simple with that. Okay? It should be the present perfect. Okay? In the last year is a bit different to last year. It should be Mr. Smith has had 2 heart attacks. All right, so why? What does the last mean? Okay, so it shows a time period that starts in the past and comes up to the present, comes up to now. All right, so in the last 2 years, Ms. Johnson has fallen on numerous occasions. Okay, so notice that I've got in the last 2 years. That means starting 2 years ago, coming up to the present. All right, and as a result of that, I've chosen has fallen. That's the present perfect. Okay, let's look at another example. Mr. Johnson has experienced severe side effects in the last 48 hours. Well, in the last 48 hours, that is starting 48 hours ago, coming up to the present in that period of time. It's an open time period. We use the present perfect, has experienced. Okay, so remember that last month and last year, they're past simple because they are time periods or time moments that have finished their specific times in the past. But in the last year, last 48 hours, that's a time period that's open from the past up to now. And for that, we would use the present perfect. So if you want to learn any more about things like present perfect, past simple, and understand how to avoid making errors like this in the future, just come and find us at SET English. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.